Yeah.
They said the gas attack in Syria was fake. You said that was fake by us. I think you're one of the early people that recovered that. It was fake by us. And then,
well, the OPCW whistleblowers revealed that. Yes, and then Aaron Mate did meticulous reporting on that, and he also testified in front of the UN. Of course, but
people don't know what we're talking about. Is if Syria, they faked a gas attack to try to get Trump to do a regime change.
Yes,
Trump came in and bombed him, but he didn't do the regime change. Luckily,
right. So he bombed soft targets. Put it that way. He didn't.
They tried blaming the Assad government, but it was really like, I really don't know who it was, but it wasn't them. Or I don't think it was even gas even used, right? It was like fake gas.
It was, no, I think there was a lot of speculation that the people were dead before they had placed those gas bombs, and they weren't dropped from helicopter. Anyway, it was
I read the report a while ago. I remember reading it. It was completely faked.
Yeah, it was completely faked, and
and that still says a conspiracy theory on your Wikipedia. Isn't that insane?
That's all they can do is just. I mean, look what they say about Julian Assange, right?
Yeah, right.
That Julian Assange never had to retract anything. So, that's unfortunate. If you go against the deep state, if you go against the war machine, that's their first line of defense is to slander and discredit you.
You said they're attacking your YouTube now too. Before we started filming, they're going after your YouTube, saying you're like disinformation, but really you're spreading things that are true.
That's right.
Yeah, it's really wild. Did you also see? I don't know if this report's correct, but I saw allegedly North Korea was sending 12,000 troops to Ukraine to help Russia. Like, hopefully that's not true, but that means we're getting close to World War III if this is true. That seems like a big deal to me if that's true.
That seems like a big deal because North Korea has a nuke, right?
Yeah, they have a nuke, and it just shows that means they're looking at it as like, there's these alliances coming together, these military alliances, Iran and Russia for obvious reasons. Because
there's BRICS, right? So that's Brazil, Russia, India, China, and is that South Africa? Is that what the
BRICS is to cut the dollar out? Is that what that is?
Yeah, so that's a new economic power.
So that's going to hurt. Yeah, it's going to hurt our dollar.
Because the United States keeps you. So the United States, a dollar is the reserve currency of the world, which then gives us props up our economy. It props up our dollar. But what we shouldn't do is then weaponize it. But so every time we put a sanction on a country, that's weaponizing the dollar. And so it makes people resentful, and it makes people like, well, why should we have to live with this? So that's why, that's a big reason why they killed Gaddafi and overthrew Libya, because he was starting his own currency for Africa called the dinar. And then we would lose our control over them. So right now, if a country in Africa wants to trade with another country in Africa, they have to take their money, change it into U.S. dollars, and then trade with. So that they're like, why should we have to do this? Why don't we have our own currency? And so they were gonna. And then the United States war machine realized that we would lose our control by sanctions, and so they got rid of them.
Yeah, Gaddafi was interesting because I didn't follow any politics for years because I was laser focused on fighting. And a couple years ago, I went down that rabbit hole. I started reading about him. And he seemed like
he seemed like
a pretty good. Yeah, he had all these free subsidies. It helped his people out.
Everybody had health care. Everybody had free education, including college. Everybody had housing. He created what they called the eighth wonder of the world, where he turned deserts into farmland. He did this water system, which we, by the way, then bombed with nuclear depleted uranium tip bombs. So now it's all poison. I mean, we are the world's terrorists. I mean, I hate to keep saying that, but it's true.
Yeah, fortunately, I've seen that's true. And with him, they bombed him and go, "Oops, that was an accident. We didn't mean to bomb your convoy." And then they like raped him with a bayonet. It's like just so ridiculous.
And Barack Obama said, "Yep, that was a mistake. That was a mistake."
Yeah.
Libya. That was a mistake.
Yeah, they accidentally bombed him. And look at Libya now. It's just that's where all the refugees are coming through.
Imagine
Europe.
if Alex Jones
disaster.
did that. Imagine if Alex Jones was responsible for Libya.
Yeah, he accidentally killed Gaddafi and destroyed a country and caused a refugee crisis. Oops, it's crazy to get away with this
But
stuff.
they wanted a refugee crisis. They wanted that. So whatever I don't know what the real plan is. I know what some of the plan is to flood Western countries with illegal immigration. And that's not to hate the illegal immigrant, because what we've done is destroyed their country, like Libya, Iraq, and made them Syria, and made them desperate, right? Or like we're doing to Venezuela, like in Haiti and other places like that. And so, but it's definitely to suppress wages, create chaos, turn workers against even poorer people, so we don't come together and oppose the oligarchy. Chaos always favors the establishment.
I couldn't agree more. Like I said, I don't hate the people because, of course, they'd want to come here.
I would want to come here.
Yeah, but we're the ones destroying the land, making them come here.
Yes.
And, like, we just can't afford to have them. Like I said, we're giving them free healthcare, free benefits, and it's creating divide. It's pissing people off. It's causing anger.
And that's why
it's intentional to divide us.
It's so sad to see Elon Musk push the propaganda about Venezuela over and over at the top of his lungs.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let Venezuela figure out their own fault. Why do we got to go try to figure out their? We don't need to put sanction on them, and it's the only reason we're involved there is because they have natural resources we want to steal. They have more oil in Venezuela than they do in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I was unaware of that. I actually interviewed your friend Jackson Hinkle a couple of days after he got back from Venezuela, and he was explaining that to me. It was really interesting because I saw he was down there and I was unsure, so I had him explain the situation. I didn't realize he had all that oil. I'm like, oh,
Yes.
that makes sense.
Yes.
And seeing Elon Musk involved in that, yeah, it was really disappointing. It's like, was that deliberate or was it accidental? Probably deliberate. I doubt Elon's making those kind of mistakes.
Yeah, no, he knows what he's doing. So he wants to steal something. Maybe there's lithium there because he's got the batteries, and maybe there's Bolivia. He said it on Twitter. Hey, we'll coup anybody we want.
Yeah, so it's
so he's also a psychopath, and he just happens to care about free speech a little bit more than the regular billionaire.
Yeah, no, he's been better than free speech, so I can't totally hate on him. Yeah, he's not great. I know people are still getting banned like crazy, but he's been a lot better.
It's a lot better. Yeah.
I mean, they're still demonetizing a lot of people. I'm demonetized and whatnot, but at least I'm on there.